What is happening, everybody? Trey here, and today, reactions to the classics. I'm going to be doing a full album reaction to something that just dropped earlier this year, man. We have JoeJas's record, Gaps and Nomads. Already digging the name right here, man. I've reacted to a couple of tracks already off this LP, Sally's Last Dance, and then Suede Flips. Both enjoyed those. Joe's very creative guy. Be sure to go and check out his YouTube channel. I'll be sure to link that in the description below. Very creative on the shots that he does and music videos and whatnot. And I'm excited to see how this project comes together today. So it's only 9 tracks here, 21 and a half minutes. So I'm a fan of those concise records. I feel, especially in today's streaming age, some artists try to pack 20, 30 tracks in to get their streaming numbers up, and then it kind of submarines the quality of the release. So very concise type of a record right here. And as always, man, gonna have the lyrics pulled up, gonna be following along as we listen to this record together, man. So with that said, we're gonna start this thing off with Gappy's Origin right here. And it's only a minute and a half long, so I don't know, maybe introducing this Gappy type character. I don't know if this is going to be a semi-concept type record. I'm kind of going in blind here, but that's always the fun of it. So with that said, again, man, we have JoeJas in here. Gappy's Origin, starting off the Gaps and Nomads record that just released. You can go and check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you can stream music. And of course, we'll be listening to it together here today. With that said, man, enough talk. Let's get to it.
Man, Big Gappy, man, just the guy I was waiting to see. You trying to go to 49 Lounge?
Nah, I'm leaving.
Leaving to where?
I don't know, man. Anywhere, Just explore.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Hope you know what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Sorta, kinda.
I mean, if you ain't gonna be around, again, I take your drop top tech for a spin.
Go for it, bro.
Oh, for real? Alright. You have a good time being a fucking nomad, bro.
Okay.
A classic. It's the old school laces, if it chasing no spirit, I ain't chasing those digits. I'm the master of my P while I'm facing no limits. If I see it, go get it. The llamas be the freshest, no drama in my presence. That's your match for school attendance. College with the ply and the homies being a goddamn menace. It's the 2-truck jazz. With the skin that the Ku Klux hate. As smooth as a newborn babe. Never knew gaps made words that could move this way. We all more than one thing. Can't understand in the 2D space. Who be great? Mirror got the answers and it do be Jay. Fuck a chain, I want a festival. And best of all, been had lawman friends, just yet to grow. Then I have the FO shop, get the decks involved. And we only going up like your brain when the zest been rolled. While shit's bubbling, it's time to invest in Joe. Had the speaker in the park when the virus had the art looking dark. Now I'm back with a spark in my bark. You ain't ready for the bite though. I ain't got high hopes, just future facts. This drive I got on me, you can't tutor that. So chill in the backseat, cause it's got no man speeding off and we ain't turning back. Let's go.
Gappy's Origin starting us off really strong right here. We have a bit of a 30-second skit, just introducing Gappy here, talking to his friend, I guess I'm gonna say, and I don't know if it's his full friend or whatnot, because he's like, hey man, enjoy being a nomad. I'm gonna take your drop top tyke out for a spin, and he's happy about that, And then we get into it was 1 minute, but man, Joe made the best use of his time right here. I love the production on this. The beat was very horn centric and a bit uplifting and anthemic, and yet the drum and bass was kind of a bit of a darker tone. So almost that contrast there stood out to me, man. And I thought there were some great lines in this thing as well, and even some callbacks to Joe's other work, like it's the 2-truck J with the skin that the Ku Klux hate, as smooth as a newborn babe. Never knew gaps made words that could move this way. That was probably my favorite part in there. And then he continues to go on, and we only going up like your brain when the zest's been rolled while shit's bubbling. It's time to invest in Joe. I thought there were some great one-liners right here. The introduction to a record, obviously so important, and this has me intrigued for what else we got up in here, man. So with that said, we're going now to track number 2, Lax right here. Let's check it out.
Kicks two-tone, makers in the ratio when the parents can't stomach it. Guts busting out the navel. Left-handed bandit bars, still llamas, gaps and that shit. Ain't a vote lick like a mouse landed. My trap yapping, go ahead, tell me can it. But I ain't drinking fizzy and I won't bottle up. So your only choice is to throttle me till my vitals cut. Now you in jail with me haunting you. Good luck. Double deck riding, still ain't got a whip to slide and lost a drop top tyke on the 4-wing island by the port just vibing. Outside and never alone, cause it's lost if I've been breaking all the modes that you hold in silence. My brain runs till I did touch physical plane. For comparisons, I'm gassed off of minimal gains. Homie split, so if I kick, push, flip, it's just me in a lane, in the east of the chain. That's true. Slow down, take a breath, wait a minute, that F-double-L got a nigga fitted, I just roll around with my villains. SpongeBob socks out the cage, straight chillin'. Slow down, take a breath, wait a minute, that F-double-L got a nigga fitted, I just roll around with my villains. SpongeBob socks out the cage, straight chillin'. The Manny hoppin' is lanky posture. These free kicks got me feeling like I'm pro for my favorite sponsor. From a Swiss trade down Otoro, looking stupid bonkers. Music vids merch, what's new to conquer? Might head west like the son of Donda. Baggy fits on his stature, moving around like the bastard. Skating on my lonely, I might just miss the rapture. Tell God I gotta get this clip, I'll catch her when I catch her. Underdog, cause I don't bow to any master, so they think he's with us straight till they peep my work stature. South boy, fuck your clout points, making wild joints when the crowd joins. Now I'm seeing mild coin. Been 6 since my first half cap, and it's 8 cap till we scrap up all these lame clans. Do you? Cause that's always the ace plan, to separate your island from the mainland. Slow down, take a breath, wait a minute, that F-double-L got a nigga fitted, I just roll around with my villains. SpongeBob socks out the cage, straight chillin'. Slow down, take a breath, wait a minute, that F-double-L got a nigga fitted, I just roll around with my villains. SpongeBob socks out the cage, straight chillin'.
Lax, the second song coming in right here, and here we see Joe kind of take a step back, and the beat is again a little bit more minimalistic, and again just kind of has dark is too strong a word of what I'm looking for, right? But where we had the anthemic horns in the opener, right? This is kind of a step back into Joe's mind right here, right? And kind of what he's thinking, and I enjoyed the fact, he had some good, storytelling in one line in here, and also a couple different points in here where he's talking about kind of himself, right? Talking that the Manny Hopper and his lanky posture, these free kicks got me feeling like I'm pro for my favorite sponsor. I know Joe had a lot of success in a Vans competition a couple years back, and being a Vans guy myself, man, that would have got me fired up. I don't know if that's who he was talking about or just generally, you're like a pro getting some love from your favorite sponsor. But and of course the SpongeBob line, rolling around with my villain, SpongeBob socks out the kick, straight chillin'. I thought that was a pretty catchy line right there, as we had that in the chorus. He says, making wild joints when the crowd joins. Now I'm seeing mild coin. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. I kept looking at Genius. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. As an artist, right? I'm sure getting that start, trying, especially in our internet day age, trying to get that message and music out when there's so much surrounding you, not only in the music world, but just in general. Everything's trying to take attention from people, and whenever there's so many different possibilities, it's tough to get on somebody's radar. But now when you start to taste that success, right, you feel good about it, feel good about that momentum, and kind of want to keep that going and want to get more. And so I think that's where Joe was coming from a little bit on this track. And so all in all, I thought it was a good jam right here, as we now go to Sally's Last Dance, which I have a song reaction up to, and man, this is a great joint. So let's check it out.
Our last dance. This ain't our last dance.
Love this beat right here, man.
On my board, hop the curb in a party. Jeans with the drawers, now folks think I'm RC. Look for the space for my truck to get the parking, so I can find the food control to us, get it started. Aux free so the tunes get switched up. Get the party bumping like the 808 hit ya. 2 hours past midnight, that's 202 vibes. Cause I got a 1010 list up. Posted by the speakers and I see you fly through. Red old schools, only seen no 2. Say you start skating, but you still pretty new. You watch some clips and thought the parts pretty cool. Get to laughing and we talk more cap. Little ruckus starts happening in the back. Homie get pushed by a nigga tryna act. We hit his temple, but he ain't getting back up. So we cut out the front before he called back up. Slide you my number and hopefully sometime
Joe, let's go.
we can catch up. This ain't our last dance.
Come on.
This ain't our last dance. Didn't mean to dip out the cut and leave so abrupt, but you know what's up. But you got my number and stuff, so hit me up, I'll come rolling on trucks. Didn't mean to dip out the cut and leave so abrupt, but you know what's up. But you got my number and stuff, so hit me up, I'll come rolling on trucks. Didn't mean to dip out the cut and leave so abrupt, but you know what's up. But you got my number and stuff, so hit me up, I'll come rolling on trucks. Didn't mean to dip out the cut and leave so abrupt, but you know what's up. But you got my number and stuff, so hit me up, I'll come rolling on trucks.
I just want you to know
This ain't our last dance.
I got somewhere to go. I just want you to know
This ain't our last dance.
you can just call my phone.
Sally's Last Dance, and man, if you can check out the music video to this, I would definitely suggest it. It's a great one, and really adds to the story being told in this song, right? About, you know, Sally's Last Dance, really talking about kind of the partying, going out, man. We're out on the town, about to have a good night against a very I love the you know, female vocals that's in the background in the chorus. I don't know if that actually is a female vocal or if it's just a pitch vocal. Whatever the case may be, I thought it lends very well to this type of track, and just the beat as well, you know, with the bell kind of quite prominent in there, and all in all, just has a very relaxing vibe to the beat. And when you couple that with Joe telling the story about you know, they're, you know, popping on the board out of there skating, having a good time or whatever, they hit the aux chord. Everybody knows how big a deal that is, especially when you're with the homies, right? You gotta be bringing the heat on the aux. And then they go in to a party. He sees someone posted by the speakers, and I see you slide through. Rare old schools, only seen in '02. Person, you know, got some passion sense over there, and you know, they continue to start a little bit. A fight kind of breaks out. He has to leave, but hey, he knows, hey, I just want you to know this ain't our last dance. I got somewhere to go. You can just call my phone, right? You know, hopefully that phone call will be happening, right? And they can reconnect at a later time. But I think this is the strongest song up to this point on the record for me, and one of Joe's best compositions in his career so far. As we now go to Gappy's overalls, short 2-minute jam right here. We had Gappy's origin, and now we have Gappy's overall. So let's check it out.
I like it.
Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to, cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high ho. Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to, cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high ho. Overalls hanging like a part-time painter. Bones in the mouth, spaced up, can't brace us. In 13, always late for reg. Cause me and Nels drove west, found out we major.
Hey.
FL got the weird kids cater.
Shout out.
Who the creator? Got the same name as the Popsy, a savior for the mayor. Watching One Piece in his layer. Roll with the same boy, lame boy. Grew up on the Game Boy, never did switch. Playing monster, my brain's void. Kai in my cold like the pose with the snow, no cane joy. Sniff, if you gon' work, better change your piss. Or do it on your boss screen and fuck it, I quit. If you gon' work, better change your piss. Or do it on your boss screen and fuck it, I quit.
like it.
Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to. Cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high hope. Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to. Cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high hope. At the end of the day, I'ma rule this town. But don't mean I'm bound. Gotta be free and live my life, no matter the amount. Whether it's long or I'm gone right now, you can turn down my sound, so you know I'm screaming deep down and all around. Bitch, you can't turn me down. Try, you'll fail, face it by. Strap in the back with a latex wrap. Both sides swinging, ain't my motherfucking phone line ringing. Back in 09, he was oh so timid and a knockoff fitted. Grew some in a 5-panel sitting, but ain't much different.
That's facts. It's not much different.
I like it.
Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to. Cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high hope. Bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try to. Cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high hope.
All right, Gappy's overalls, a lot to like on this track, man. So much packed into only 2 minutes right here. So shout out to Joe for doing this, man. Starting off with the chorus, bitch, you can't turn me down, but you can try though, cause I'ma rule this whole damn town. This more than high hopes. I think that just sets the tone for what this song is bringing, right? That never say die type of attitude. That I will, make it to the top, whatever it's gonna take, right? And that can be a bit inspiring and kind of fire you up as the listener as well. The production on this, I know we're only 4 songs in, but every song has its own unique type of sound to it, which I know you would think, okay, yeah, of course, Trey, that's how music should be, right? But I just feel so many projects I hear today, man, they kind of keep that same type of sound and just stretch it out over 12, 13, 14 songs, and songs kind of bleed in one to another. This song, this record so far has not had that. Here we almost have a Thundercat-esque type of production with that almost funkiness to it at certain points, a bit of a fuzzy bass in here. Really dug that, and just the rhythm section in general was really strong. And I liked again Joe here kind of reminiscing on his life, kind of looking back where he was and kind of now where he is and how he's grown. He says in 13, always late for the reg, because me and Nas drove west, found out we major. I thought that was a great little play on words, a late for the reg. So that makes me think Kanye West, late registration, because me and Nas drove west. There we got Kanye West in there. Found out we major, a song that is on late registration by Kanye, featuring the man whose shirt I'm wearing, Nas, one of my favorite rappers of all time. So that was probably my favorite line of the LP, actually, so far. I thought that was really clever on the wordplay. So we're halfway through this record now, people, as we go now to Escape, which, as I'm looking here, the longest song on the record. So let's check it out.
Picked on, but never depict me. Since the age of 16, been making sick teas. The young wizard with the odd times free. Chilling with the dog sounds with the ING. Do what I please for critics. Mid-20s blooming. Fuck a limit, cause you told to straighten up when your path seemed different. Or they wanna feed you pills cause you hyping my digit. Catch me in the front screaming, fuck that. Living out what I've been dreaming, we on that. If they say you can't, I'm screaming, it's not facts. Why I put plan B in the trash? Catch me in the front screaming, fuck that. Living out what I've been dreaming, we on that. If they say you can't, I'm screaming, it's not facts. Why I put plan B in the trash? Just wanna leave, cause there's something that's telling me go. We wanna breathe. So here's something that we should just know. Just be free. Just be free. Just be free. Just be free.
I'm digging this piano
Just be free.
buried in the back of the production right here.
Just be free. Just be free. I'm eyes closed, jumping top of a mountain to let my wings flourish. If you feel alone and drowning with no one around it, hope these words give you courage. You too weird for your brown skin, really try doubt him, but now it's only upwards. The South kid gonna put his 2 cents plus 48 in the game, whether you hate it or love it. To the freaks, the geeks, the losers, keep going in the way that you cruising. If you're still trying to find your own path, you're welcome with the Gaps and Nomads. To the freaks, the geeks, the losers, keep going in the way that you cruising. If you're still trying to find your own path, you're welcome with the Gaps and Nomads. To the freaks, the geeks, the losers, keep going in the way that you cruising. If you're still trying to find your own path, you're welcome with the Gaps and Nomads. To the freaks, the geeks, the losers, keep going in the way that you cruising. If you're still trying to find your own path, you're welcome with the Gaps and Nomads. I just wanna leave, 'cause there's something that's telling me go. We wanna breathe, so here's something that we should just know. Just be free, 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 just be free.
All right, Escape bringing it in here, man, with that piano-driven production kind of in the background right there. Again, giving this track its own unique footing, so to speak. And man, I really dug this one as we have Joe kind of in a mix of rapping and singing right here, and kind of just telling the world and telling the freaks, geeks, and losers, right, that I'm not going to butcher this right here. And to the freaks, the geeks, and losers, keep going in the way that you cruise, and if you're still trying to find your own path, you welcome with the Gaps and Nomads. So there, of course, is where we have the title of the record, right? And I love the way that Joe just kind of is telling people, inspiring them in the sense of wherever you're at, chase your dreams, keep going. F the critics, F whoever is gonna doubt you and go against you, man, because we only got that one life to live right here, right? And he kind of reminisces in the opening, like the picked on but never the pick me. Since the age of 16, been making sick teas. He's noting now though, but he's in his mid-20s, blooming fuck a limit, because you told to straighten up when your path seemed different, right? Everybody always want to try to put you in a box, man. You want to try to do something, chase your dreams, be creative, do something that seems impossible to someone else. A lot of times either are scared of that or they don't want you to succeed, right? Because they weren't able to live up to their dreams, so they'll try to pull you back. And so I think Joe really does a good job going against that idea right there, man. And he says, living out what I'm dreaming, we on that. If you say you can't, I'm screaming. It's not facts. Why put plan B in the trash, right? I'm gonna put all of my effort, all my fire, and all that I have into this dream, and we're gonna see what happens, right? And it seems to be working for Joe pretty well up to this point, man. So you love to see that. And my last thing on the song, he notes the South Kid gonna put his 2 cents plus 48 in the game, whether you hate it or love it. Again, throws me back to the song "Hate It or Love It" by 50 Cent and the game. So I thought that was a pretty cool line there as well, man. So we're gonna keep on keeping on now as we go to March 30th.
How many more steps to go? Gotta keep on my path and the rest gets told. That's far as the story goes, but I've seen a cliche trying to break that mold. How many more steps to go? Gotta keep on my path and the rest gets told. That's far as the story goes, but I've seen a cliche trying to break that mold. Hold me in a spiral, getting torn by the NATO, cause might be fatal, but no one beside you, even down through the drain hole, wherever you may go. Young J, he a rider, no regrets, say my bars high, to the halo, to this case closed, all casket, life on the edge with a window by my head while my belt unfastened. Pop trapped in a jail with a sickness, aging a witness, that he wished didn't stand by. But time got no sense for pause, so stand by. We just gotta pick steps, and discern if we land fine, or it's a landmine in the span time. But wherever the case, I'ma stand high. How many more steps to go? Gotta keep on my path and the rest gets told. That's far as the story goes, but I've seen a cliche trying to break that mold. How many more steps to go? Gotta keep on my path and the rest gets told. That's far as the story goes, but I've seen a cliche trying to break that mold. many more steps to go? We all have time, we all have time. But still, how many more steps to go? Pop's gone, shit changed. Always know it's gonna be in this lane. Didn't cry when his body was laid. Knew I would make him proud one day. If he saw the Vans ad, would've done flips. But enough about me, hope you're resting in bliss. No shit was hard when your mental had shifts. Know you in a place much better than this.
Connected with bro, know to settle your soul. And I'ma fix the place where you always called home. Cause I watched that crack all around you. Me and Moss try help, know it meant loads. Cause when I heard that from you, I knew that we broke the code that you build up when your heart went cold. Made this next bit for you, here it goes.
Wow, very personal and powerful song right here. March 30th. We start off with, with the chorus. How many more steps to go? Gotta keep on my path, and the rest gets told. That's far as story goes. But I've seen the cliche trying to break that mold. So I think picking up a little bit off of our last track, Escape, and kind of that message, and then. We go in there talking homie in the spiral, getting torn by the NATO because might be fatal, but I know I'm beside you, being beside your friends, your family, even when they're going through stuff. And then he starts talking about his dad. Pop's trapped in the jail of the sickness, aging the witness that he wished didn't stand by. But time got no settings for pause, right? The time's the one thing that you can't get back when it's lost, right? We just got to pick the steps and discern if we land fine or it's a landmine in this span time. And Joe at the end says, but whatever case, I'm going to stand high, right? I'm going to, even through all these trials and tribulations, kind of push on through and, stand with my head held high, so to speak. And then at the end, he says, Pop's gone, shit changed, always knew I was going to be in this lane. Didn't cry when his body was laid. So, his dad's, passed away here. But he notes that, hey, knew I'm going to make him proud one day. If he saw the Vans ad, would have done flips, right? That proud parent right there whenever, you see your child, making their dreams. And I have no doubt he would have if he saw Joe doing that. And he notes, hope you rest in bliss. No shit was hard when your mental had shifts, and know you in a place much better than this. And then at the end, we have about a 30-second, really great just beat that was very easy on the ears, a bit of a synth in there that I thought was really enjoyable. So great song right there. As we go now to Nomad, a minute and a half long. Let's check it out.
Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me.
Okay.
I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fuck with me, so watch out. Yeah, you won't see. Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fuck with me, so watch out. Yeah, you won't see. Weird fuck face, skin still dark though. Niggas think he's too white. Cops got they mark though. Put it on my back with some weight. Start life, run the race on your marks, go. And that little market shade made my start slow. But that's not a real problem, huh, asshole? Boy, you scared when I'm hyping that. Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fuck with me, so watch out. Yeah, you gon' see. Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fuck with me, so watch out. I lost it, put me in the mosh pit, urgent. Lyrics over heads while I'm surfing. Hands lift me up, that's my sermon. This FL weird shit gives me purpose. Cause I never been to the wheel with turbulence. Made my own path cause a nigga determined. Why give a fuck if you see me as vermin? Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fucking with me, just watch out. Yeah, you gon' see. Got your hands on my neck so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. Yo, ain't fucking with me, just watch out. Yeah, you gon' see.
Nomad here, man, a total left turn on this record as we hear the the heavy metal light guitars coming in here, and I could have sworn it sounded like a Beastie Boys sample about the so watch out in that chorus. I can't recall the song, and shoot, maybe it just sounds Beastie Boys esque. But in any case, I enjoyed the creativity that Joe employed on this song, and it didn't overstay its welcome. At only a minute and a half as well, and again, just kind of that message, you can't stop me. I was born to succeed. I think that says it all, right? Anybody that's trying to hold him down, look down on him, judge him before they know him, right? That's going to be their loss, and that's going to just add continued fuel to the fire, so to speak, to have Joe succeed. With all that said, man, I thought it was interesting too. At the end, it kind of took back the guitars and the kind of the loudness, the harshness, and it was almost more serious. Got your hands on my neck, so I can't breathe, but you can't stop me. I was born to succeed, so watch out. I thought that was a way to almost just emphasize the seriousness of what Joe was saying right there. So that was that impressed me, man. And now we're going to Suede Flips, another song that I've already listened to and enjoyed. And after that, we have the final song on the record. So let's check it out.
Still them grace kicks from the sway flip. Okay. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. On the fucking bro. Still the same J through the ages. Yeah. And I won't change shit on the gaps for them braces. Still them grace kicks from the sway flip. Okay. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. On the fucking bro. Still the same J through the ages. Yeah. And I won't change shit on the gaps for them braces. Posted up on my island, riding. Only place I can store this smiling. Wrist ice, fried chicken prices. Boss man, not gentrify shit. Since the seed, I've been decisive. All into my meat back lifeless. Vultures finna cop the itis. And when it comes, save my fruits and my labor's timeless. To see where my mind is. To take a page on my binder and not put a motor in jazz, no Honda. It's only up at dance to Yonkers road trip. Jazz or muffin, still Joseph. And that run deep, blood drip from a book of Phil. Still them grace kicks from the sway flip. Okay. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. On the fucking bro. Still the same J through the ages. Yeah. And I won't change shit on the gaps but them braces. Still them grace kicks from the sway flip. Okay. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. On the fucking bro. Still the same J through the ages. Yeah. And I won't change shit on the gaps but them braces. Been a weirdo since Sinnoh. Never said ditto, just to curl up like Dillo. Cause niggas on my shit, grab they blankie and Star Wars pillow. But that didn't stop me, go ahead mock me. Do my own shit, tell my own pockets. For niggas like me that might watch this. Know that you got some options. More than gas, waffles and nonsense. I'm on cans, fits in the concerts. And I've planned this for the longest. That's Mandingo in the boxes. All the way down to the concerts. So I'm here for good in a long time. Double L never been confined. Repercussions of a cop crime. Still face kicks from sway flips. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. Still the same J for the ages. And I won't change shit on the gaps for them braces. Yeah. Still them grace kicks from the sway flips. And I won't change shit on the homies that I came with. Still the same J for the ages. And I won't change shit on the gaps for them braces. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, Suede Flips, our penultimate track right here, man. And I enjoyed the song when I listened to it, for a reaction, but I like it even more now in the context of the record, right? It stands well as a single, but as we've heard some of the themes and messages of the record up to this point, some of that makes a little more, sense, right? The chorus, again, maybe the catchiest one on this record, still them Grays kicks from them Suede Flips. I wouldn't change shit, or the homies that I came up with. And he notes he's still the same Jay through the ages, right? And he's noted that Joe has throughout this record. He wouldn't change shit on the Gaps. F them braces, right? Again, that kind of a nomad type of lifestyle that, hey, you and Outkast, you different. Who cares? Go march to the beat of your own drum. Who cares what they think? At least that's what I'm getting from this man. And he notes, I've been decisive all in till my meat bag lifeless. I thought that was a pretty clever way to describe, hey, till death, right? I thought that was quite creative. And, just all the way through, he notes, kind of stuff from his past career. It's only up, Athens to Yonkers, road trip, jazz or muffin, still Joseph, and that run deep, a blood drip from a Booker-filled nose pick. I thought some of the wordplay in here was really creative as well, man. And then at the end, again, we have a shift in the sound and the beat, right, to where it's a bit more lighter, a bit more kind of kind of a relaxed, mellow, alt R&B type, I guess is how I describe it. And all in all, I think it works quite well. As we go now to the closer on this record, we have Planet the Band, 2 minutes long, and then afterwards I'll say my favorite tracks from Gaps and Nomads. Love how heavy this bass is coming in right here, man. All right, Planet the Band, our instrumental right here, ending this record off, and man, with Joe producing this whole album, man, it just shows the talent. It's one thing to be able to write all the lyrics and rap and whatnot, but another thing to be able to produce that as well. And man, it just really impressed me, especially at the start was probably my favorite, being somebody who loves a really loud, thick bass line, and that's what we had at the start right there, man. A mix of synths that sounded a couple different times in there as well, and then just kind of rode that off to the sunset, so to speak, man. Really strong instrumental right there to end off Gaps and Nomads, and I guess that'll take me to my favorite tracks on this record. For me, I would say that Sally's Last Dance is up there. Gappy's Overalls is gonna get a shout out from me. March 30th is gonna get a nod, especially with how personal it was to Joe, and I thought that was impressive. Suede Flips, and then the last song here, Planet the Band. And then my overall thoughts on this record with something that's 9 songs, right? I think every song had its place on this album, and there wasn't any filler, which is great. And I give props to Joe for I know it's sometimes tough as a creative person because you have so much stuff you want to do and say, but sometimes less is more. And I think that's Gaps and Nomads right here, man. It's an easy listen right here, and like I said, no songs overstays its welcome. A lot of variety on this album as well, from your traditional hip hop type beats to stuff that's maybe a bit more funky, to stuff that's a little more R&B leaning. With you got a lot of synths, great synth lines in here, and then you have everything from some great bars by Joe with just pure rapping to you got him singing at a couple different points. A lot of the choruses on here are very catchy on even just first listen, kind of get stuck in your head. And you have I like the theme too of Gappy's origin, who I believe is Joe himself, right? It's showing how he's kind of going off on his own way, even if people and society and friends and whoever else might have been doubting him in that time, right? And I think that's where you ultimately get with Gaps and Nomads, right? Is to go your own way, march to the beat of your own drum, chase that dream, and f everything else, essentially, right? So overall for me, I'm gonna be at a solid 8 out of 10 on this for first listen. I loved how creative it was, and maybe not everything is going to work for everybody, and yet I'd rather have an artist go and push their creativity than just do the same song kind of 12, 13 different times and just, let me just change one thing here and there, right? And so Joe is definitely somebody to keep an eye and an ear out, I guess is the better way to phrase it, in the coming years, man. And I can't wait to see what JoeJas does next, man. So let me know what you think of Gaps and Nomads down in the comments below. And like I said, I'll have Joe's stuff linked right there. Always great to support the artist directly, right? Like I said, streaming on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, anywhere you can get music. And so with that said today, y'all, I guess that'll wrap it up. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button and that thumbs up. I'm kind of opposite on what I was just doing there, but always appreciate the support. Upload every day here at RTTC. And until next time, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Happy listening, and I will see you.